Can you guys hear me now? Good. How about now? Que revolú, puñeta. Hi, Christina. Hi, Bramilda. Hi, Shayna. Merry Christmas, guys. Merry Christmas. Hi, Unique One. Yes. Okay, good. See? We in business now, Buki. We in business. I hope everyone had a good Christmas. I hope everyone enjoyed their day with their family, with their loved ones. Thank you, guys. Merry Christmas. Today was a really chill day. Charlotte's right here next to us. She might end up trying to bungard us real quick. I don't know. She's being a good girl today, so we're not even gonna fuck with her too much. We're gonna let her rock. I kind of want to get right into the cards. I don't really know why, but it's very much feeling like Sunday today. I don't know if it's just me. We're gonna start out with the Woodland Wardens Tarot. We're just gonna pull messages and kind of roll with it for the reading today. And for the members, I just kind of want to let you guys know ahead of time that, well, just like a reminder, I am working on content for you guys, and I've just been batching for January, basically. It's basically what I'm doing, because I'm working on readings for the members. I am putting the readings where they need to be as far as the tiers are concerned, and I'm also working on readings for the former Patreon members that had the yearly subscription. So I have been working, even though it looks pretty quiet in some areas. There's a lot going on, per usual. First card out was adaptability. And then these two cards came out together, which is boundaries and adaptability. Anticipation, boundaries, and adaptability. Because we are at the end of the new year, it definitely feels like someone may be anticipating that time. It definitely feels like someone is or has built something up, which is where part of this anticipation comes in, because someone's actually looking forward to something specific. But for the majority of us, the anticipation has boiled up, and it's anticipation like for the new year, just for like the unknown, what's to come. I do want to say though, right? Especially with the boundaries card being here. Before I even say that, I want to talk really quickly about March, April, because we keep bringing, or they keep bringing this to the forefront, right? And so the new year energy, I want like this, because new year, most people are thinking January, which like the next few days. But when I say the new year for us, I'm talking about those of us who know, right? Our new year starts in March, right? And so this anticipation, this buildup for the new year, it's almost like I've seen like little TikToks that speak of like this last quarter, which is like fall time, the last quarter right before the new year starts. It's like the year's end, right? So essentially we're in that space now. So for most people, they're in the last few days before the new year. For us, we're officially now in the last quarter before our new year. Does that make sense? It's like for normal people, they were coming into this energy in September, October, November, December, then the new year, right? The last like 3 or 4 months of the year was like this last quarter. For us, in the spiritual community specifically, we're just now entering what other people may have felt like they were entering come September. I hope that makes sense, because that specifically, it feels very specific to me. Like the message feels very direct. Like there's not even another way for me to read that. That's literally what the message is. Anticipation, boundaries, and adaptability. And I feel like someone is someone is taking this very serious. Someone may have just learned this recently. So, someone may be doing research. Someone may just be new on their spirituality journey. It just feels like this, because it feels like this makes more sense than that. Now, we're going to kind of come off, we're going to veer away from that particular message and kind of jump into that, which is interesting the way that they did that to me, because it almost feels like it's new territory. It feels like it's new space. It feels like this makes sense. So that was the norm, may have been the norm. However, it didn't necessarily feel right to me, or it didn't necessarily stand out to me. However, this new norm, this new reality rather, makes more sense. So again, if you follow the basic, standard, regular, what the government issues, right? It's like we celebrate the new year for January 1st. It's typical. But again, for someone, and this, it may not be this specifically. For some of us, this could definitely be something that is more in the spectrum of like religion or just a general truth, like in their specific lives. It could be that as well. But for some reason, they're giving me that example of like the New Year time, which just feels like it's a perfect example for the message I'm trying to relay. Because again, for most people, the new year is in the next few days. But for the people in the spiritual community, they understand that the actual first calendar ever created, the Mayans calendar, ran, and the new year, the beginning of the year, is actually in March. I don't know how else to like spin that. I don't know. Somebody could be, like I said, somebody could just now be like researching this, learning about this now. It just feels like something you're learning now, or something you're being taught now, something that you're researching now makes more sense to you than what you grew up believing or what you grew up being told, etc., etc. The boundaries card makes it seem almost as if this is something that's like not a slippery slope, but like a sensitive topic. It's almost like it's something that you're someone's learning something or tapping into something that you probably can't really talk to like people that you know about. Maybe because they don't know it, maybe because they don't believe in it. If this is like something to do with religion, it's like something along those lines where you're researching. You could have grown up Pentecostal and you're researching something, and something in the Quran is hitting for you and it makes sense, but you can't talk to your family about it because, again, your family is Pentecostal. It's like that. It's something that is out of the norm for the way you grew up or the way you was taught. But again, this something that is out of the norm feels very like home for you. It makes sense to you. It feels right to you, etc., etc. And it doesn't feel like it's something that's bad. It just feels like something that's very different and new. Modest and trust in the invisible. This is actually a pretty dope card. And then modesty. Something is gonna come in, whether it's information, whether it's an opportunity, whether it's a person. Something definitely comes in and keeps you humble or humbles you. For some of you, you are what comes in and keeps other people humble, right? Patience and communication. The communication card, they chose the rooster, which is interesting because roosters are extremely loud and obnoxious. Someone may need patience because the way someone else communicates is very loud and obnoxious. It's very blatant. Someone is trying to communicate something. It may not be something negative, but the way they're communicating it is loud. The way they're communicating it may come off as like obnoxious, but it's because it's something that's not normal to you. You don't communicate this way. And so now that you're communicating with someone else about something, it's comes off as like, oh, it's almost irritating. But there's a patience card here. And so it makes me feel as if whatever is being communicated or whatever needs to be communicated is actually important. For some of you, you could be the one that's loud. And I don't, so if in that case, it's like I'm communicating something, but I'm passionate. And so I'm like, I love this. I'm so excited about this. I'm like stoked about this. I don't know where the fuck that came from because I do not speak like that. Stoked. Somebody's like, I'm stoked about this. And you're very up and out and in someone's face or like in the front of something, like just loud. It feels, even if you're not, like even if the audio isn't loud, it feels like you look loud. You're wearing bright colors. You're wearing bold like patterns. You're wearing bold clothing. Like it just feels very loud and like people cannot miss you if they tried. Like that. But because someone's making me feel like this is just the way I am. This is just the way I communicate. This is just, I'm just passionate about this. This is just, I'm got, my whole heart is in it. So of course you're going to get this big, it's just, it feels really big, but it feels like it's a person. I can't even, that's interesting. I can't even walk away from that because I'm trying to pull it apart from that. And I'm trying to like go, my OGs already know the way I do the readings, right? And so I'm trying to like move from this is a person speaking loud, acting loud, their attitude, their personality is just vibrant, it's just loud, it's flamboyant, maybe even. I'm trying to move away from that and put it into like a different, like give you a different message with the same message, if that makes sense. And but they're keeping me here. So it feels like it's a person. Very specifically, a person. someone could be just now learning this. Because it feels like, so I had the boundaries card here. Hold on. Right here. The boundaries card. And it's the porcupine that represents this card. And so someone could be extremely loud. Like, you thought I was loud already. I'm going to be louder because you're crossing my boundaries. Like, you're overstepping. Feels like that too. A little bit. Someone's also like, why would you ever think? If you know how I am on a day-to-day, just regular communicating, talking, right? And like, if you know I'm very assertive, if you know, excuse me, I got the hiccups now. If you know I'm extremely assertive, if you know that I am extremely direct, like if you know that, the way they just spun this, somebody's like, you didn't have to take it that far. And somebody in the collective is like, but if you know that I'm really like that in real life, why would you play that game with me? Like, why would you try to do word semantics and then be upset when I beat you at your game? Why would you do that? Because whoever's I'm tapping into, they don't feel guilty, and they shouldn't. In my opinion, they shouldn't feel guilty about the situation at hand. But it definitely feels, it's like, think of like when you ever ask somebody like, yo, how you sleep at night? Know when you move like that, or know when you reacted that way, right? But that person is like, I sleep like a fucking baby. With not one issue in the world, not one worry in the world. Because I don't do people dirty and I don't move funny. I'm straight, I'm chilling. If you got a bad part of me, if you got a bad side of me, if you got a bad reaction for me, you need to look in the mirror. Because I'm genuinely a good person. Like, my intentions are genuinely pure. I don't move around with a snake mentality. And so, and the reason why I'm getting this is because it's the porcupine. The boundaries card is a porcupine card. And so depending on how you treat the porcupine, you won't need to worry about the porcupine stabbing you, right? But I feel like it's the same with no, I was going to say I feel like it's the same with every animal. It's not. It's not. Because there's some animals that just out of curiosity, they'll strike you. There's some animals that are just naturally, innately want to attack you. So it's not the same with every animal. The way they shut me the fuck up was interesting there. Because if it's not the same for every animal, it's definitely not the same for every human. Someone may have tried to treat you how they treat other people. And because they got a whole different response from you, they're like almost like victimizing themselves. But they're the ones that did some dumb shit. I don't know if this is you doing this or if this is something being done to you. I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody, right? But it definitely feels like that. With the preparation card, because I don't even know if I spoke about this at all. I think I did, but preparation, right? And so it's interesting because it almost comes off as like someone may feel like they've been tested, like especially within like certain dynamics, certain friendships, certain relationships at work, romantic relationships. Someone feels like, what are the fucking odds that I have people around me that operate this way or move this way? Like, someone is like very much, it's not denial, it's like I'm astonished. Like, I almost cannot fucking even believe it, you know? Like, you know how people be like, oh, unless you see it, like, you wouldn't believe it, you know? It's that type of energy that someone's in regard to like the people around them or the situation that they're in, the situation they're dealing with. But so seeing the preparation card makes me feel like the reason for this happening is because it's preparing you for something. What exactly? I'm not sure. But there's preparation is on the table, for sure. Preparation and patience, because it almost is like something is coming through to prepare you so that you can have patience when something bigger or something really big hits. And it's not like to put fear in nobody, because it's like the something big could be something good that's big, you know? It doesn't have to be like a bad thing that's going to happen, like catastrophic. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about preparation is necessary in regard to what we're talking about, and patience is necessary. Wisdom. Wisdom with the owl card. The wisdom just makes me feel like somebody is like, wait, just wait. Like, just wait till you're older, or like, just wait till you get to the end of this. Wait till you get to this part of this. Like, it's almost like someone else that knows, already been through it, already understands it, already knows how the story's going to end, or already knows how the story's going to go. Someone else is saying this either to you, or you're saying this to someone. It could also be spirit, right? Tapping in and like, I know what you've been through. I know what happened. I know how you felt. I know what was done. But girl, just wait. Have some patience. You feel me? Yeah. Wow. Wow. So devotion came out and it kind of stopped me in my tracks a little bit because it's the sheep card. So I almost didn't know how to feel about this because devotion, when someone is devoted to something, they're like to it. They're faithful to it. They're loyal to it, right? All the things. But the fact that it's represented as a sheep, it just, it's not cute. I mean, I guess there's a reason for that. Because this kind of gives off, to me anyway, this kind of gives off the energy of like someone being loyal to something blindly. Like giving their loyalty to something or someone blindly. It's like, I don't know that you're capable of doing this, but you saying you could do it, so I'm just going to put my faith in you. Even though I've not seen the proof of what you can do. This is like, you're friends with someone, or you know someone who's starting a company, a business. They haven't even started it yet, and they're telling you they're gonna give you a position, and you leave your job of 15 years, and they got you. They're gonna hold you down, and their company is gonna take off. And someone just blindly like, all right, cool. So I'm going with you. I'm gonna leave my job, leave behind my livelihood. Like I'm very blind faith. If this is like romantic, it's the same kind of concept. It's like someone telling you, this is someone who has a fucking long ass history of not doing the right thing in relationships. Not being a relationship type of person, not being a family orientated type of person. They have a history that is the complete opposite, but then they're telling you and selling you the pipe dream that they're going to be there, they're going to show up, they're going to be present, they're going to maintain, they're going to do all these things, and you just like, all right, yeah, so we're locked in. Even though you've been a shitty baby daddy to the last 7 baby mamas you got, and you ain't been present in all 7 of your kids' lives, but I'm gonna be number 8, and you're gonna change for me. That's what this card gives me. I don't like it, which is interesting because I feel like this card came out when we first opened the deck, and I got something totally completely different than what I'm getting now. I also want to say this is a number 5 card, which to me, right? Because the V in Roman... Nani? In the Roman numerals, the V is number 5. My fucking iPad shut off, so I can't see the comments. I can't ask them. I believe the V in Roman numerals is number 5. And if I'm right, it's going to send me. Yeah. Yes? Okay. Because these cards, this is an oracle deck. Right? And so, yeah, I had to double check over here. This is an oracle deck. And so for the oracle decks, they don't usually have suits. 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. No. But it's a number 5. So in the tarot, the 5s are not good. They're shitty. So it's a devotion card. But if we're looking at tarot, right? 5 of Swords, you're devoted to someone who is careless and reckless in how they speak. 5 of Swords is communication, right? How they speak to you, about you, in regard to you, right? If this is a Cups, you're devoted to a 5 of Cups. You're devoted to someone who has caused you a lot of pain. You're devoted to someone who has caused you a lot of sorrow, a lot of regret, right? If this is Wands, you're devoted to someone who is devoted to misunderstanding you or creating misunderstanding, because the 5 of Wands is combat, is arguing, is conflictive, it's all of those things. And if even worse, right? Because you think we just went through the swords, we just went through the wands, we just went through the cups. But if you even look at the Five of Pentacles, it's even worse than what we just spoke about. Because then in that case, you're devoted to someone, hopelessly devoted to someone who would not blink twice with abandoning you, which is the Five of Pentacles energy, right? You're devoted to, even if it's not a person, even if this is a job, it's like you're devoted to this job, but in the blink of a second, if you cannot show up, they will have someone in your seat before you can even call out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would replace you in a second, but yet you're missing days of your children's lives, recitals, plays, birthdays, holidays, and you're giving everything. You're devoted to that job, to that place, to that person. But it's a 5 situation, which is wild because I didn't even necessarily look. What sent me, right, with the intuitive side of this message was the damn sheep. Because the sheep it rubbed me the wrong way. But then I'm looking at it now, it being a 5, it's not a good idea. I would not recommend. I would not recommend that. But for the leadership that came out right after the wisdom, it's bugged out. Because whoever I'm talking to might actually be the black sheep. Whoever I'm talking to, other people had this. Now again, don't shoot the messenger, but if you're trying to, you want to take a shot, cool, I got tough skin. Because if we're talking about religion, this is definitely falls in line. This is because with these 2 cards and then this one, it comes in as like, before me, everyone in my family, my bloodline, my friends, my job, my church, whatever, everyone just believed blindly. When certain things in the Bible do not make sense, when certain things in the book of whatever are contradicting itself from one paragraph to the next, from one sentence to the next, right? And we're just supposed to believe. There's someone else who's like, nah, I got questions. I got questions. There ain't no disrespect. There's no, I'm not going to push what I'm feeling. Don't push what you feeling. I just want to express. And if you express, like, I'm open to interpreting. I'm open to your perception. Like, I'm your perspective. Like, we're good. This is someone very cool. This is someone very calm, cool, and collected. But I think that the calm, cool, and collectedness, because that's with the wisdom, right? This doesn't come overnight. This comes after all of this because we saw this already. Preparation, with the boundaries, with the patience, the modesty even. The modesty even coming out, of which I forgot all about this damn card. The communication, somebody learning how to speak. This could even be somebody who's, for a long time, really out there, really passionate. Like, don't slap my arm if you don't want me to. Don't slap my hand if you don't want me to take your arm. The whole arm. And some of the shoulder. Because I'm very capable. I'm very liable. Like, again, it's the energy of like, don't, and I always say this, don't play stupid games and you won't get the stupid prize in return. I don't know if this is the energy that we're coming into for this new year. Because again, that anticipation of this new year coming in and something here is changing. I've been talking about this something thing for like maybe 2 weeks. What the something actually is, I don't know. And I don't know if it's because they just haven't shown it to us yet collectively, or if they're not showing it to us because for us all individually, it's going to be different. But there is a something that's popping off here. And I think that for the majority of us here in the spiritual community, especially here on this platform, this is like kicking off, coming into and preparing us for what's coming in this equinox in the spring. That's what it feels like to me. So, we're going to wrap this part. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, the iPad shut. I've been editing all day. Okay? So, when I tell you my battery's dead, my battery's dead. My bad. But I want to pull some from the Neon Tarot. Because honestly, that's the deck I wanted to pull for tonight anyway. So we're going to get into that deck really quick. So let me just shuffle this up and we're going to move on. But I do want to say again, for anybody who's just now joining or didn't catch when I said it in the beginning, because we've been on for about like 30 minutes, I think. But the members, for the members, it's been a little bit quiet on the memberships. And realistically, I had a member tell me this yesterday. Two of the members actually hit me up and we were talking about random stuff. And both people separately, individually told me, like, girl, because I'm kicking myself in the ass at the fact that I haven't posted anything new in like a week, maybe a week and a half. Which I think I'm tweaking. I think I posted something last week, a video. But the members that I spoke to yesterday were like, you got so much content on that bitch. I'm still catching up. Like, I'm not in a rush. Like, we're here, you know? But y'all already know. The OGs know how I give it up. If I ain't ODing, I'm not satisfied. I really got to check that. But I just want to let the members know that I have been working on content. There is content coming. I got 9 arms right now. And so I'm not only doing work for the membership, I'm also doing the readings, the personal readings. I've been having those scheduled in between. And I'm also doing batch work for about 10 to 15 people that were yearly subscribers on the Patreon. Because I ain't, you know, no family members get left behind on this platform. So even though we got the memberships up and running and you guys got like 300 videos that are like, I'm sure, I mean, if there is anybody who has seen all the content that's on the membership already, you the real MVP, because there's over 300 videos on that membership. Okay? Okay. But I just want to let them know that there is content coming. We are going to be back. December is crazy, but like January, we're going to have more of like a schedule. I'm doing this, so cut me some grace here, but we're going to have more of like a schedule set as far as our live streams on the memberships. I guess I'm going to announce it prematurely because I feel it coming. I can't stop myself even if I wanted to. But some of the OGs already know this, and I'm going to make a formal post about it. We're going to talk about it more. But come January, we're no longer going to be going live on this platform here, the regular YouTube. For you guys here on this YouTube, I got mad pre-recorded videos that you guys have never seen. So I'm going to be posting either once a week or twice a week those readings, which if you're a member, you've already seen those readings. Come January, we're going to be, most of my main focus is going to be focused on the memberships and like getting back in tune with the memberships. Most of my members are from the Patreon, the previous Patreon gang. So mainly the OGs. And so I really got to get back to home. You know, I definitely feel that December was lit. It was like a lot going on with the Vlogmas, the LiveMas, shit going on in my personal life. There was a lot happening. But like come January, and the OGs already know, especially if you were on the Patreon with me at any point in the last 4 years, you know that the winter, January to like April is our time. Like, y'all done been through the ringer with me. Driving around, bat in the back seat, like we done been through some things. So I just want to let y'all know and reassure y'all, because the last few people that I spoke to that are members are like, girl, we're here, we got you, we already know how you give it up, like we trust you, you feel me? And I appreciate that, but I still gotta let y'all know, like, I definitely didn't forget about y'all. Y'all definitely in the front of this big ass noggin that I got going on here. I'm just trying to make room for everything. Because I asked for this, right? I prayed for this. I said, give me the opportunity, give me the grace, give me the chance, give me the voice, give me the messages so that I could push forward, so that I could help people, no matter how I got to do it. Keep me able, right? And so I asked for it. And so I can't really complain about capacity. I got to make sure I'm on top of my shit. That's what I'm doing currently. So. Did I show you guys the box? The Neon Tarot. And just also, that's not to say that I won't be live here on this channel at all again. Obviously, I'm definitely not saying that. Because y'all know how I do. If I feel drawn for like a full moon read or a new moon or a Sunday service or something randomly, then I'll do that. But as far as like going live weekly or regularly for that matter, we're not going to be doing that for a little while in the next few months on this channel together. We're going to be going live mainly on the memberships. I got to, like I said, focus my energy back on the members and getting everything back in order with them. I had a lot of people, I've been having a lot of people asking me about the personal readings. I am still doing personal readings. I'm currently only doing personal readings for the Diamond members. Reason why I'm doing it that way is so that, number one, nobody gets scammed. The craziest shit y'all be sending me on the DMs, because, like, people really be trying it, which is insane to me, because, like, I don't even got 5K on here. So how y'all trying to, like, impersonate me and shit is wild as fuck. But I don't even want to give them no energy. So I locked it in, and I'm only doing personal readings for the Diamond members, and also a capacity thing is why I'm only doing Diamond members for the personal readings. So if you are a Diamond member, you should already know. You can email me, let me know when you're available. If you want a live one, or if you want a pre-recorded one, just let me know, and I'll have it for you. I don't know why I feel like I got mad announcements to make. I really don't. I don't think so. But, like, yeah. But as far as this platform, we're still going to be active. Because like I said, for the members, for the OGs, the content that's going to be going up on this platform is going to be content that you guys would have already seen at some point, most likely. All the new content is still going to be on the memberships. I'm going to be posting about it. We're going to be talking about it. Yada, yada, yada. Let's get into these cards because I know even though it's Christmas, I know a lot of us got to go back to work tomorrow. So it's still a weekday. I don't want to be on here too late. Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Cups. And the Nine of Swords. I really don't got to spend much time on this message, right? Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, and the Nine of Swords. This is somebody learning how to love themselves again after a really dark-ass time. This is somebody understanding that it is okay to love themselves after going through a really dark time. This is somebody making the adjustments necessary. This is also somebody not, this right here is somebody no longer or not, I'm going to keep saying not, and they keep correcting me. It's no longer feeling insecure, no longer feeling unsure, unhappy, unsettled in regard to their happiness, what they want, the things that are going to make them feel warm and cuddly. And like, also somebody is, if this hasn't happened yet, it will really soon, where it feels like the guilt, because somebody's making me feel like they once felt guilt for doing things that made them happy. And I think that in this new timeline, because that's essentially what's happening, especially with the Wheel of Fortune here, in this new timeline, what's going to happen is, in the moments, especially in the moments where you've recognized that you most certainly need to start putting yourself first, and you're still holding off, that's when the guilt is going to come in the most. And I think that that's new for someone, because I think in the past it was feeling guilt because of the things that you knew you wanted, and or the things that you knew you desired, and feeling like, I shouldn't want those things. I can't have those things. I feel bad. But now, in this new timeline, the way the energy kind of like, because they're showing me the 3 cards, and they're like shifting them, like moving them around for the new timeline, which says to me that things are changing with the Wheel of Fortune. And it feels like now, in this new timeline, what happens, or in the new timeline, what happens is, in the moments where I have the opportunity to do and say the things that's going to feel right to me, that I know are going to be settling for me, in the moments that I don't do those things, that's where the guilt is going to hit. It's not like I'm going to feel guilty, because of what I want and how it's going to make this person feel. No. How it's making me feel that I'm not doing it, that I'm hesitating, that I'm debating, that I'm even questioning taking a break, that I'm even questioning not going to the function even though I said I would go because I changed my mind. If somebody's also like, they keep showing me someone shrugging their shoulders, which is super funny to me, simply because that's my new thing. Fuck it. It's wild because I've said this story before. I told it specifically on the members, one of the members lives that we did last month. When I was a teenager, preteen, I say teenager, but like, because I was outside living my biggest life, but I was like 12, 13, and I just went through this phase where fuck it was my thing. That was my motto. Like and it wasn't that I was selfish. It's just I had a really good balance, even back then as young as I was. I had a really good balance of like doing the right thing, but in the event of like taking care of me and doing what's necessary for me, I had a really good understanding of that and how imperative it was. And so a lot of times I would just fuck it. Someone tried to hurt my feelings, it was fuck it. If something, and I guess it was also trauma that this was a thing as young as I was. But like now that I'm in my mid-30s, which is crazy to be saying that out loud, but now that I'm in my mid-30s, I'm coming back into that energy. It's literally the wheel. I was here at some point and now I'm back at this point, but it's a different version of me. I'm a more better understanding person, a more, in a lot of ways, a more fragile person, right? But not, and I always tell y'all, it's not fragile like a flower where if you step on me, I'm gonna die. No, it's fragile like a bomb. If you blow on me the wrong way, we're all gonna blow up into smithereens, right? So for a long time, I was on that cycle and I couldn't find the balance, or I couldn't fit the balance. And now, again, in my mid-30s, this big ass age, I'm here and I'm like, there's a right way to do this. And not necessarily a right way. I think that's why they brought me back to that message, because it's not necessarily a right way. It's more so a more productive way. For the last 10 minutes, everything I was just saying, that's the message. There's a more productive way of doing this. There's a more productive way of doing this. 9 of Swords, Ace of Cups. With the Wheel of Fortune, there's a more productive way of doing this. Am I going to be sad? Yeah. Especially about certain things that take place or that no longer take place. Of course, I'm human, bro. We're having a human experience. There's this, they show me the Justice card. And so, they keep telling me justice. That's not the word I'm looking for, bro. I know it's the Justice card. There's the word here. And it's like mad simple and it's at the tip of my tongue, but we'll come back to this. You already know how I do. Either way, the point is that the world don't gotta be over. I don't have to go into a deep cave for 7 months. I don't have to go into a dark space. My life doesn't have to be over. Not literally, right? Not literally, not hypothetically. It doesn't have, and I feel like the other day we were tapping into an energy and the death card kept coming up, transformation. I kept talking about Scorpio energy. This was like 2 days ago. I don't remember exactly, but it was a few days ago. And I kept talking about, ironically, Scorpio energy finding that balance. And I say ironically because Scorpio energy is specifically of the water signs, the darker, just in nature, right? The emotions are more like deep and dark and right. However, even in that reading the other day, it just was like Scorpio energy coming into a space of like, okay, this is, I mean, it's not ideal, but it's doable. I can do this. It's confidence too, but that's not the word I was looking for either. Balance. Libra. Balance. How the fuck I forgot the word? Who knows? But someone's learning how to do this. And I say this a lot. And in the last few months, I've said it a lot more where I'm like, shit ain't perfect by no means. Even like me doing that Daniel's fast, things are definitely not perfect, right? But man, when I tell you, things are so much better than what they were a few months ago. And it's baby steps, right? It don't gotta be extraordinary. It don't gotta be extreme. The downs don't gotta be that way. The ups don't gotta be that way. There's something about the balance though, because I feel like the balance I feel like like in our personal lives, we've touched this balance a time or two or 10, but just briefly, right? Briefly coming into this balance, briefly feeling this, just, oh, this feels good. It just doesn't feel good for too long, because then shit goes crazy, right? It gets haywire. For a long time, that was what balance looked like for us. That's what it felt like. And I think now there's just this subtle, because it feels very subtle. It feels very, it's not, and I don't know if the things are not deep. I think it's something happened with someone that they're someone may learn how to regulate their emotions. Someone may be learning how to regulate their emotions. And it's like, it don't gotta be that deep. It don't gotta take me to the depth. Like, it doesn't gotta drown me. It don't gotta hold me underwater. I can be sad about something. I can not be happy about something. But I can still be functional, and I can still be putting me first. I can still be prioritizing what's important. It's understanding. I mean, it is balance, right? But it's also understanding too. Which I feel like low-key we touched that too in a few days ago. Where it was like this understanding that comes in, or that came in, that it just makes sense. You know, for whatever it is someone's dealing with, or whatever it is someone is facing currently at the moment. I don't know. Did you just come inside in the back room? You didn't close that door? You just closed the door? I feel like a door just slammed, which is interesting because I thought it was the back room door. You didn't? No. Okay. So, I don't know if it's people coming in the chat, because it might be that. Because that's happened to me before. In that case, I'm like thinking back, what was I saying before I started pulling from this deck? Because we pulled from a different deck. I was doing announcements. Somebody, I want to say somebody important might have just came in the chat. That's funny. That's so funny. No, but what I was saying, because I'm going to say it real brief because I just said it. But like what I was saying, for anybody who's just now coming in, the door shutting is wicked to me. What I was saying was announcements for the members. So there hasn't been like any new content coming up like right in the last like week or so. That's for a reason. I'm working, I'm recording. December has been chaotic. And so with all the lives and the vlogmas and the LiveMas and this and that and all the left and rights, and also fitting in the personal readings, which the personal readings I'm still doing, but I'm only doing for the diamond members. I also spoke about that. Because of capacity, because of the scams and all that other shit in between. And so Shyla, she's watching you, hawking you. She's like, give me a broccoli. But yeah, that's basically what I was saying. Somebody came in and somebody was like, all right, I'm important. What's up? What did I miss? That's the fucking energy that I got. That's how true it is. That shit just fell. Yo, that's somebody came in like, all right, the party has arrived. The important person then came in. That's so funny. That got to be one of the OGs, because I just feel like somebody strolled in like, what up? What's going on? What we talking about? You remember back when we were like in school, high school and shit? The disruptive kid that would walk in and like 5 minutes left to the bell rings, and the disruptive kid comes in and the teacher want to wring their neck. That was me in high school. That was me in junior high school. But I feel like that kid just walked in. It's like we on our last leg here, and you talking about what's the lesson. The lesson is done. Not really, but you know what I mean. That's funny. The door closing is also a hypothetical as well. It's when one door closes, another one opens. We just were talking about Scorpio energy. Why are you angry? Look, she gave you her back. And she threw herself too. What happened? You tired of everybody's shit in this house, huh?
That's why she's gonna fall off.
She looked like she's on the edge. She not paying you no attention, right? She not giving you no food, no nothing. Yo, she's like this. She's looking back through the side of her eye. You see? Can you see it? She's looking that way, like looking at you. You angry at her, right? I want broccoli, I want chicken, I want stuff. Cute. this girl? She's like, I'm looking at you because you got 5 minutes before I start climbing on the table and making your life difficult on this camera. The level of not impressed with this cat be with us is not even funny.
She don't need to.
She is not. She's like, we love you, Boochie. We love you, crazy.
She knows she's sexy.
Yeah, you crazy girl. She's over it.
Okay, kitty.
I kind of, let's pull, I want to pull from the Wild Unknown. I mean, I like all of them, but I really like that one. Which I'm kind of surprised because we have the smaller one, and I never really felt like really close to that one. But this one is pretty dope. It's pretty dope. I
I hear you.
Ah!
I hear you. You're not gonna give me my rice.
You know what I haven't done? I haven't looked through. I mean, I know what the cards mean, but like why they made the. I mean, I like that they did it like this. The book. You know how sometimes when the books are this big, it's because it has like 7 pages of description. Simple and to the point. I like that. I don't like that. 3 of Swords at the bottom. We don't like that. Ooh. We don't like that. 8 of Cups. We don't like that, so we leave it behind. We walk away. Three of Swords and the 8 of Cups. Ooh.
Yeah, look.
3 of... That's for me?
You're right.
3 of Swords, 8 of Cups. The World and the King of Pentacles. Father of Pentacles. Somebody could have been using finances to keep someone around or lure someone in. It ain't gonna work no more. It ain't gonna work no more. The World. With the Son of Swords. Someone may not have realized it, but the minute they catch on, somebody's gonna be like, nah, I'm good on that. The polarity of that is someone's being used for their finances, and the minute they realize that, they're gonna be off this. This groove here, not ideal depending on what I'm doing, but like when I'm shuffling, ideal. It works because I'm able to pick up all the cards and not fight with the cards with my nails. I was saying that yesterday to somebody. Very smooth transition. You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? What's the matter? So over it. Face down. Oh, this ain't gonna be easy. And it might not even be fun. Oh, but it's gonna be worth it, Bookie. It's gonna be worth it. 10 of Pentacles. If this is romantic, right? And there's somebody who is being used for their resources, their money, their currency, right? When they decide to move away from this and separate themselves from it, things are gonna be looking like on the up and up, and it's almost things that are like it's unexplainable for this person. It's almost like shit. I didn't even see that this was possible. I didn't even see that this was a thing. Like I left because of what I felt. I didn't think that this was gonna come in the minute I left, because it feels like this comes in the minute someone walks away from something. If this is work, because it doesn't have to be romantic. I already know. I know you're not pulling on the tablecloth. What is your problem? Yo, is that y'all gotta see the way she's looking at me. This shit is not even funny, because she's like, thank you. If this is work related, this is someone moving away from something that they put a lot of energy into. This is a job that they was at for a long time. It's a job that they might have started off really liking this job. Like they really were hype about it, the opportunity, like they really were looking forward to it. And then something takes place where it's like because the Eight of Cups is showing me like I'm at a point where I know I gotta move away from this. Like I know that this is no longer sustainable. I know that it's time to move away. This is spirit making you extremely uncomfortable. This is spirit making you, and because it doesn't have to be work related, but there's something here that has not been good. And it may, even though the Cups is months, it's something that may have not been good for a really long time, because for the Pentacles to come in, girl, stop pulling the cloth. Y'all know when you when you try to scream at a kid or like tell a kid like not to do something, and then the face they put just makes you want to laugh? That's literally my life right here. Come here. And then, because I said stop doing it, and then you kept doing it. Why did you keep doing it? Because you want attention. Because you a Taurus and you needy. Right? Right. And now you want to look down and act like you don't know I'm talking to you. I am talking to you. Why are you pulling on the tablecloth? It's like she has a timer where she's like, I'm going to let you rock for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. But like when you be pushing this hour limit, like a whole hour without me getting attention from you, now I'm going to start fucking with you. I think that's what it is. And if you're new here, this is the channel manager. Her name is Shyla. And this is some regular shit with this girl. Like, if you've been here for a minute with her, well, with us, you already know the deal with her. Right? You gonna let me do what I'm doing? Or you gonna stay messing with me? Because I'll move your chair. You gonna behave? She dead ass not impressed. I'm gonna put you down. I'm gonna put you down over there. Don't hit me with your tail. I'm gonna put you down right here. No, now she wanna start purring. Oh, good, okay. You wanna stay here? Alright, I'll put this up there. There you go. See? You're good. Because you think I gotta do things how you want it done. And it's not like that. No, get down. It's not like that. Shyla grew an arm. Nah, imagine. What you about to do?
Nothing. Wait for the game to blow.
Can you, wow, you're gonna be there for a while. Can you, heat me up the food? Please. I gotta sneeze.
You want it in a plate or do I just put it here?
I want it, it needs to be heated up. You gotta put it in a plate. Coño, crica, puñeta. Excuse me. Thank you. I don't want no egg fuyando.
No?
Nah, I just want the rice and the broccoli with the sauce. Let's get a few more cards here. Three of Pentacles. Whatever this is, someone already made a choice. Girl, but you gotta start slamming on shit?
Sorry.
Damn. Mad Puerto Rican. someone already made up their mind about something here, and they may either be revisiting, like, damn, should I really do that? Or they're in their head. I said their head, and I'm going like this, right? They're in their head, right? Thinking like, damn, is this the right thing?
With the sauce?
Yeah. Someone's questioning this. I don't know why. Yes. I don't know why the fuck someone's questioning this. And Spirit is literally saying, I got you. Like, what you're thinking of doing here, do it. Because the reason why I'm saying that too, not only is Three of Pentacles co-creation, Spirit saying, I'm here with you, I'm agreeing, it's a yes card, it's all those things. The 10 and the 3 is 4 of Pentacles. The 10 and the 3 is 13, 1 and 3 is 4. Which for me feels like more confirmation. Like, yeah, you need to hold on to this idea and rock with that. Like, don't change your mind on this. The Sun, as I'm putting away the 8 of Cups. Something could be wrong now. Feel bad now. Feel heavy now. Feel wrong now. But it's not going to stay like that. It's not going to always hurt. If this is like...
Oh my.
If this is like a friendship, right? Because a lot of times... Yeah. A lot of times... When you have a friend from like childhood, right? And then 20 and 30 years go by, and you look at them one day and you realize, damn, like we really are friends by default. Because we don't like the same things, we don't move the same way, we don't, our personalities, our goals, our level of ascension is not even compatible. People, even if this is like a romantic thing, when you've been with somebody for a really long time, especially, and you look at them one day and you realize, like, damn, we kind of like out of touch here. Like, you grew this way and I grew that way. And it's not, it was supposed to be one thing, or we thought, or we felt, or we would want it to be like this, but really we're on two different paths. Because it doesn't feel, just leave it open a little bit. Yeah.
Put it again?
Not, well, how much she put? A minute. Put one more minute. Cause I'm about to log off. I'm starving. I'm hungry. And I just feel like somebody is questioning, like, because it doesn't feel like this is something that's like...
Don't put it in. Just leave it out.
Okay. This doesn't feel like it's something that's like... I mean, it could be toxic, but it doesn't... This could even be a person who's like a good person. This isn't somebody who's a fucked up person. It's just not my type of person, is the feeling that I'm getting. It's like we just grew apart, you know, or we're just not in alignment. We just don't have the same goals. We don't have the same dreams. We don't believe in the same things. And so how I'm supposed to maintain this friendship, where is, we don't have a common ground. I think that's what it is too. It's like, if this is a friendship, for example, this is a friend, one of the friends is like a really turn-up person, loves to club, loves to party, may not have kids or may act like they ain't got no kids, but then the other person is really homey, loves to read and loves to, like, you know, do the home thing and doesn't like going out. And so there's no common, it feels like there's no common ground. It feels like polar opposites. And I think that in childhood, something, that's the thing too, is like the friendship might have even started because of situations that like were transpiring in one or both of the friends' lives. And so it's almost, because it kind of comes off as like by default, that's how we even became, like we became friends by, like not by default, by chance. Like we kind of became friends like with a chance encounter, and because I liked the same thing you like at the time, at the moment, we both were into Bon Jovi or fucking Pokemon cards, or like we bonded over something superficial. And then it kind of just, the years went on and it kind of just was stagnant. That's the feeling. This feels very stale. It feels very stale. So then why the Eight of Cups? Because the Eight of Cups feels very dramatic to me. It feels like a very dramatic pull away. It feels like a very dramatic ending. Maybe that's something that you're questioning. Like, why the fuck? I'm not gonna die if I'm not this person's friend no more. I'm not gonna die if I'm not in this relationship no more. Like, why am I making this such a big thing? But we did get the message today of something in the past, how the things that felt right for you or felt right to you, how you would feel guilty because it felt right, because you wanted to do these things, or because you were drawn to doing these things. But now in this new timeline, how it feels like I just want to, the way they just cut me off, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they just cut that off for me. I know exactly what I was going to say, but they literally just like, cut it out. 1 second. Stop doing this. It's at the bottom. The 8 of Cups. I never shuffled. I don't think I shuffled. Stagnant. I think someone has a choice to make. I think you can either choose to stay there or you choose to move forward. Either way, the choice is, it's up to you. It's your choice to make. Nine of Wands. And the Page of Pentacles. Somebody is learning why it's important. I'm really about to say this. Why it's important to be this dead ass. Like, why it's important to be this serious about something. Why it's important to see something through. The Nine of Wands is bringing me back to the energy from the very beginning. The first message when I was saying somebody is extremely like passionate. Somebody is extremely loud. Remember I was saying loud. And it may not be like actual literally loud, but like their personality is very loud. You could walk in the room and people notice that you've walked in without even saying anything. People know, like they're looking back. Oh shit, so-and-so's at the door. Because someone's energy is extremely loud. But I think that with the Page of Pentacles, somebody's learning why that is. Why that is. I don't know that the Daughter of Pentacles is you. Which is interesting. I mean, listen. You could be this Daughter of Pentacles learning why someone is this way. Why someone's this passionate. Why someone is this loud. Why someone is this assertive. Why someone upholds their boundaries to this extent, because it feels like an extreme, right? Like it can be perceived as an extreme. Someone could be learning this. You could be learning this about someone else, or someone's learning this about you. And the lesson, right? Why someone is like this is because someone has had to fight for something, or fight for themselves. Someone has had to vouch for themselves for a really long time, probably their whole life, with the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. So someone who's been wounded in the past, especially multiple times, of course they're going to be very loud when it comes to protecting themselves. Of course they're going to go to the fucking extreme when it comes to protecting themselves. They've already been through the Nine of Wands. They're not trying to go through that again. The thing is with the Daughter of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, I feel like someone is learning, oh, this is why. This is what this is here. For some of us, you could be learning this about yourself. And again, with the balance. I just for like 10 minutes before, I was stuck. I couldn't get the word. They kept showing me justice, justice, justice. but it was balanced and I couldn't get the word out. And I think that someone always knew like what it looked like or what it needed to entail. But I think someone for a long time was very like, they couldn't for the life of them get the balance that they've been seeing or that they've saw for themselves or that they've been after trying to maintain. For a long time, someone couldn't get a grip on this, and I feel like someone is now getting a grip on this. So, collective, I love you guys wholeheartedly. And I fuck with you guys the longest way. Oh, I said I had to make an announcement. It's not necessarily an announcement, but a lot of people have been asking me if we're gonna stop the LiveMas on the 27th. What's today? 25th, 26th is what? Thursday. 27th is Friday. So a lot of you guys have been asking me here on the Tarot channel if our LiveMas is over on Friday. But I think it's because you guys are confusing the vlog channel with this channel. The vlogs, the daily vlogs, the last one for the 31 days is the 27th, which is Friday. Here, for the LiveMas, we see this all the way through to New Year's, okay? January 1st, or December 31st, rather. So we still got a few more days here together. That's what I wanted to say in the very beginning, and I forgot. Again, for the last time, not for the last time, but for the last time in this reading, the members, I ain't forget y'all. Y'all still very much in the front of my brain. And we will be tapping in. I got so much to tell y'all. Either way, I hope everyone had a good holiday. I hope everyone is ready to go back to work mañana. I hope everyone has had a safe and productive last few days. And I will catch you guys tomorrow for day 26. Day 26. Please hit that like button on your way out. And we will be together tomorrow. I kind of want to try to do a daytime thing tomorrow, but like I ain't making no promises. So either way, I'm going to definitely give you guys at least an hour in advance with the link before we rock out tomorrow. So I love y'all, and I will catch you guys mañana. You hear my food calling me, right?